everyone, it's Gayle. Once again, we have a hodgepodge video of a variety of things that I wanted to share with you all. But first, I want to say hi and hugs to Joanne, Sylvia, Janny, and Lioness33. Thanks so much for watching my channel and for your comments. So first off, viewer request, I am going to share my reading journal with you guys. This is my reading journal. This is a beautiful journal made for me by Diane H. I will put a link to her YouTube channel under this video. And Diane is Pretty Pink Cottage on Etsy as well. But Diane made this journal and I just loved it. See, there's the gal reading a book. This old-fashioned lady. And so what a perfect reading journal, right? So let's see if I can zoom in so I don't have to hold it up. Okay, so anyway, in my little reading journal, I've shared this before, but for new subbies and those that asked, here is the journal. And so at the beginning here, I have a little list of different books that I read right when I retired. I have that list there. And then I started writing about kind of each one as we go along here. And then this little bit that's in this pretty pocket is a list of Lisa Gardner's books. As you know, I'm a huge fan. And so I've been crossing them off as I read them because sometimes I can't remember. And now I've got my husband hooked too. So now he's reading all of her books too. So I just do a little description of what the book was about, whether I liked it or not, anything that happened while I was reading it. And just kind of have written here and there. There's a pocket here. I don't have anything in that as of yet, but and this was I had to enter two books that I just recently read. So this is the book I read on my vacation, Right Behind You by Lisa Gardner. My husband's reading that right now. And then this is kind of funny. This book I have March to July 2019. This book took me forever to read. It was good enough, but it was interesting. Life After Life by Kate Atkinson. She flips in time a lot. And I don't know, I didn't love that. Sometimes I didn't know where she was on the timeline. And I just get into the story in one timeline and she flipped to another. And so it's not one I would recommend necessarily, but it was fine. It took me March, April, May, June. It took me 4 months, over 4 months to read it because I just couldn't, get into it. I don't know what my thing is that when I start a book, I feel like I need to finish it. But anyway, and then I read in like 4 days, I read Dean Koontz book. I really like him too. Haven't read him for years, but grabbed a few of his books at Goodwill. And so read that. My husband took one of his books on when we went on vacation. So anyhow, it was super good. Couldn't put it down. Had to find out what happened, that kind of a book. So that's what I do. I just write about my little books in there. I think I might need to make a list of Dean Koontz books, kind of like the Lisa Gardner books, so that I know which ones I've read. He wrote one called The Watcher, which I need to read again because it was absolutely so good. What I love about his is their mystery and kind of thriller, but there's always sort of a spiritual component into them too, and I really like that. So this is my book. This is my fun book from Diane. I love this book in general, and I'm really happy I made it my reading book. So there you go. I guess I started this journal January of 2018. And it says at the top, my reading journal inspired and made by Diane Hubert. Love you, Diane. Hello. So anyway, that's my reading book that people have asked me to share. So there's that. The other thing I wanted to kind of show you is I found it was a new to me product, and I don't know if you guys have seen them, but these are Tim Holtz journaling cards. You know, these two are, well, they're a little different size than like Project Life cards, but I love these ones with the flowers. Aren't those cool? And so, you know, they're just the normal kind of Tim Holtz cards, but I haven't seen this particular design. And so anyway, just got them at Hobby Lobby and wanted to share with you guys in case you hadn't seen them either. This one, oh, I bet you I'm still really zoomed in. That one is one that's kind of inspired me. I think with some of my ephemera, I could recreate that. And so that's why I have it on my desk waiting for me to recreate. Okay, so I wanted to share those. And then I'm going to work on this cover some more today. This is the Reader's Digest cover that we painted. And I'm going to work on it some more. But first, I wanted to show you this. So I listed some fabrics on my Etsy store today, and they were still on the bolt. This was the bolt. And I have an idea for like a ring bound journal, which will be coming up. And so this used to look like this. It's almost like a 2-layer corrugated cardboard. I don't know if you can see that or not, but anyhow, I've begun taking it apart, and I think this is going to be my front cover because I have some stuff I want to glue on, and so I'm happy to have this flat surface here. I might peel a little bit more of this back. I don't know. But anyway, so and then those rings, I'm just going to put holes in it and make that kind of a journal. This is kind of a neat piece. It's a lot thinner, but I think I can tear that apart and make some fun little embellishments or whatever with it. So just wanted to share that. This took me like a half an hour to pull apart, so I'm not going to do that part on camera. You'll probably thank me for that in the long run. Okay, so this little baby, what do we want to do with it? That is the question. I know I want to do some stamping, and somebody asked me to use some of my, I think she wanted me to use stamps that I got at the retreat. These are Carabelle Studios stamps that, this one is a Jen Bishop, and then this one is called Stitch Mixed Media Background, and I love them. Carabelle stamps are awesome, and so I thought that I might use, I think I might use this one. Bridget Coopson, something like that. Anyway, yeah. So I haven't been using my stamps much, and I need to use them more. So I think I might use that as a little background. I might also do some script stamp. What is this one? Yeah, I might also do some script stamp on it. But first, I think I want to do some stenciling. And again, not quite sure which stencil. And I've decided the last little while in digging through my stencils that I need to do a stencil reorganization. I almost said intervention. Yes, I need a stencil intervention. Oh my goodness, yes I do. And if I stencil, what color do I want it to be? You know, well, these are the questions I am asking myself at this moment as I dig through my stencils. I'm trying to kind of think of what could be I kind of like something random. Ooh, speaking of random, maybe we'll just do some like coffee stains on it. That'd be kind of fun. Ooh, I like that idea. Okay. Okay. We have a starting spot. Okay. I'm going to use walnut stain and see what happens. This book is a complete and utter experiment. So we're just going to see what happens if it looks like we dropped coffee all over it. Ooh, I like it. I'm just going to actually just go with the design of the stencil. Tim Holtz can't be wrong, can he? Cute guy that he is. Okay. I'd adopt him, wouldn't you? Wouldn't that be fun? Look at that. Isn't that fun? Yeah. Fun. Whoopsie, sat down my coffee and it got on my book. Maybe we'll just do this one backwards. How about that? Yeah, so I wanted to finish up this cover to get it off my desk, and then really I've shown you the ways to prepare the Reader's Digest covers. And then we'll be on to, I know another thing on my list is doing the faux leather, which I already have videos on, but you know, that one bears repeating, I think. So, we're having a little bit of a storm out there, but I had to go running out because I had put out there, I have tried the method of coffee dyeing in the tub that, well, I saw Rachel talking about it on Roxy Creations. She kind of, what would you say? She credits or whatever the gal from Medieval Mirage. I'm not sure I would say her name correctly if I tried it. But yeah, so it's really fun. It's really fun. I made a mess, even though it's not supposed to be all that messy, but depends on who you are, I guess. So anyway, okay, that's scrunched up. Ooh, that's fun. Okay, I think I want to go around the edges with this. This is going to be kind of fun, I think. And remember, I didn't like the cover the way it was. So chances are I wouldn't have ever used it. You know what I mean? So I kind of figured whatever I could do to it would be great. And then I would be more inclined to use it, right? So by the time this airs, I don't know if they'll still be there, but I got busy this morning and got the fabric that I had found at estate sales this weekend. I got it listed on my Etsy, and oh my gosh, I did not realize, but the floral is like a, I don't know, fancy schmancy kind of fabric. Cranston VIP. I didn't know that of that brand. Isn't that fun? Okay, I'm going to do this inside too. I will leave this blank. I've got these end papers that really I could put over that if I want to. Oh, here's the book belongs to. So I've saved those, but I might also want to use whatever paper I use to make the journal that goes in here. Oh, the other thing I did off camera is I put some of this stuff, which I still cannot remember the name of. I want to say it's something Tex. I want to say fabric Tex or something like that, but then I'm thinking, am I mixing it up with the glue Fabri-Tac? I don't know. Can't remember the name of it. And nobody has come forward to help me, so there we go. Okay. Well, that is awesome, and I'm a mess, which, you know, is the best way to be. Okay, let us grab a little bit of. I've just had a messy day because I was doing that coffee dyeing, and I just did it on my desk here, which I can, if you guys want me to, I can do a video next time I do it. But like I say, Medieval Mirage on YouTube. She's YouTube and Etsy. She's got a great video on it. So there is that. Okay. So done with that, I think. Okay. So let's play with our stamps a little bit. I think I'm going to go Archival Ink Sepia with this, kind of mixed media stamp, and then this is potting soil, which I haven't even opened yet. I do have the sepia on my Gayle's Favorite Things on my website, and of course you can go in through there, get that, and get it whatever other colors you want on there. But I think I'm going to do the sepia with this one, and then do a little text stamping with this one. I think that's what I want to do. I don't know. Just plain. Okay, let's get this out. As you can see, I've used the sepia on it multiple times. It's a great stamp. I love it. Okay. So I'm just going to stamp on it. And we're just going to randomly kind of just put it here and there on this book. Maybe I didn't get any ink right there. Maybe I need to order a sepia. There we go. Oh, that's going to be very subtle in the background. Really, really like it though. Oops. Don't put your... I just put my ink pad upside down on my table. God, Gayle. And of course, this is permanent ink. Okay, well, I'll work on that later. Oh, a danger to myself and others is what I am. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Okay, let's do a little bit of this in the middle, kind of. Kind of trying to take part of the stamp. Oh yeah, that's really nice. It's subtle, so I don't know if you can even see it. Can you see that in the background? That's nice. I like that. Okay, I am enjoying myself. I hope you are enjoying too, because I think this is real fun. Oh yeah, that's good. Let's do this up and down on the spine. See what happens. Oh, it's just fun. Just really, really fun. Maybe this little corner. So really with every mixed media project, it's kind of all about the layering. So that's all we're doing, is just trying to do a bit of layering on this little book. Oh yeah, that's so nice. This little tiny script right here is really neat. Let's go down this way. Kind of go right here. Yep. Need a little something right in here. Maybe some of this. Be that right there. See what that looks like. Yes. Yes. One of those dots right there. Yes. Okay. I feel like I need a little something right here. So, don't want those. Let's do this again. Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay, I think I'm going to do this part right at the top. Right there. Yeah. Okay, I think that's enough. Let's do this. Stamp it off a little bit. Put that away. Now that I've goobered up my table, I really should probably have papers under it, but I just, ooh, that's pretty. Alrighty then, let's put that away and get out the script stand with the potting soil and see what kind of damage we can do with that. Okay. So this is my second video today. That's how I end up getting ahead. Is because I have more than one thing I want to do a day. So an hour's not enough. I end up doing two. And so I just make that happen the next day. Okay, let's put a little bit of this right here. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yep, this is going to be perfect. Just fills kind of in and yep. Okay, let's put the top. I think that's really all we kind of need. And then let's put some on the front. I was thinking that this might be a little too bold for me, but I feel like the walnut stain and stuff has kind of knocked it back a bit. I think though, let's, Thanks to whoever suggested that I do this. That's going to be a fun little piece to do a little collaging with. What I'm thinking is, I wonder if I want just a little more walnut stain here and there, like in these white spots. I think I do. Kind of fun. That almost makes it look a little green in places. Wonder what some vintage photo would do. Might be kind of fun to just oh, I like that. Okay, so then, oh, you know what I should have done is a little stamping on the sides, maybe too. But most of it's going to be covered up. I think that's okay. Okay, now what I'm going to do, if I can find it, and I did not grab it ahead of time, is I have somewhere, let me look. There it is. There it is. It's just getting to it that's the trouble. Okay. Grabbing a little bit of a paintbrush too. So what I have here is some clear gesso. So it's like white gesso, except it's clear and it's transparent. And what I'm going to do is go over the top of this. Now, these bits of distress ink could smear, but that's okay. Ooh. So I haven't opened this apparently. Don't I have an open one? I thought I had an open one. Hang on, guys. No. Okay, I don't see anything, so we'll just use this. This is old, so I hope it's still good. Just not doing my mixed media stuff very much anymore. Has caused me to waste some supplies because I just haven't used them. I'm just going to take this off. Okay, and clear gesso does the same thing as white gesso in that it gives it a little bit of a tooth or a little bit of a roughness, but it dries transparently. So let's just give this a little try over the top here. My paintbrush is sad because this is the one that I used for the gesso. Oh, it's going to take away my coffee stains, isn't it? It's muting them. Well, you know what I'm going to do is I'll go back and add a little bit. I wanted this on here though to protect the cover a bit, but also to protect the distress ink from coming off. But of course, you add water to distress ink, it runs. Oh well, experiment. That's what I'm doing. So that's okay. We'll just add back in a little bit. No biggie. I do kind of like how it's making it streaky looking. And I knew that that was a possibility, but I still just want to protect this cover a little bit. And the great thing, as you can see, is it is just clear. So that's, I wanted that too. Maybe we'll just go around the edges a little bit with some of that extra. Maybe the bottom edge. Just kind of protect the paint a little bit too. Okay. Okay. Alrighty then. I need to throw this in water. And then I'm going to let that dry. We're going to let that dry. And then I'll just go back in with the stencil and put some more detail back in there. So, okay, let me grab one thing. We've got a whole half an hour, so hang on for 1 second. Sorry, guys. I'll show you what I'm grabbing. What I'm grabbing are these two. These are the two things that I bought at Hobby Lobby yesterday. I went to lunch with my friend. The journaling cards from Tim Holtz. And then the classic label stickers, which I have, I think, in here. I'll show you those. They're these from Tim Holtz. And there's red, blue, black, and pink, I think. Yep, pink. So those are fun. But I thought, let's alter the packaging since we have some time. I kind of like doing these really, what'd you call them? Hodgepodge, as I've been calling them, videos, because I get a lot done. Okay, I'm going to set this on my other table to dry. And let us grab, I'm going to grab, I still have some words from Mrs. Coggs. And let me grab my whole pile of Crazy Cat USA and some Gayle and some collage bits. I'm still working on this journal. We haven't worked on it together in a bit, but I got it sewn in. And so I need to finish this one up. So wouldn't it be fun to put these in there somewhere? I almost think, gosh, we could almost, oh, you know what would be fun on this one is to make a pocket out of that. Okay. And then this one might have to be, you know what this one could almost be is, once it's collaged, if I did a real smooth collage, it could kind of be a writing board, couldn't it? In here. Yeah, could. Okay, cool. Well, let's put this, I'm going to put my book up a little bit. And then let's collage. Let's do some collaging. Get all my ink pads out of my way. Get my glue stick over here. Find my glue book, which I have buried in the new book pages that we created from the Reader's Digest. Okay, so this one I want to be kind of flat, so I wonder if there is a really good digital from Amy at Crafty Cat that I would just like to put on there in one piece, you know, so that it's not bumpy. Ooh, yeah. That's beautiful, isn't it? Yeah, let's use that. Let us do it. Yep. And in the effort of not letting anything go to waste, right, I'm going to do these smoothly instead of using the tear ruler because I want the edges to be kind of smooth if it's going to be a writing board. So, as you know, in that journal, the Diorio kit is the main one. But I also am using other digitals of Amy's to embellish and such. So I have, it looks like some ephemera that I need to cut out too. So yeah, I'm to the point of kind of decorating that journal. So that's exciting. Yep, so we're just going to go right like that. And honestly, I think the easiest is going to be for me to just take a pencil and go around this. And I'll just cut it out. And I think what I'll do, is just put a piece of coffee dyed paper on the back, and then it could be a journaling card / writing board type of thing. So yeah, we're having kind of a thunderstorm, which is scary because of course then there's the lightning. Although, update on the fire in our area, they said they were going to let all the people that have been evacuated back in to get belongings now. I don't think they can't stay, but at least they can get their belongings. And that one poor lady can get her kitty cat that she was so worried about, bless her heart. So that's good. I mean, I feel like that's kind of progress. Yeah, so I'm just going to put that right over the top of that. Yep. That's what we're going to do. Ooh, my husband's banging around in the kitchen. That's always a good sign. Wonder what he's making. Okay, sorry guys, I kind of got to do this one sideways so I can see I'm getting her lined up pretty well. Perfect. Awesome. That was easy. That was easy. Okay, and then I need a piece of coffee dyed paper, don't I? I was looking to see if I had a heavy piece. This is about as heavy as I have, because I was thinking that would be good if it was a little heavier for the writing board idea. Again, I'm just going to go around it. Sometimes it's just the easiest. Fun. So my son is coming tomorrow to work here in town, so that's fun. Kind of another reason I wanted to get ahead on videos, because I didn't know exactly what that meant for my days. Today we barely needed to go out. We had to run a couple errands. One of our blinds in our living room bit the dust, and so we had to take it to get it fixed. And then I had to run by Hobby Lobby yesterday. I hadn't been to Hobby Lobby forever, but that's where I bought the Tim Holtz stuff. And I bought it's kind of an eyelet tool, and the I don't know, the heads that you put in it, they were stripped. I couldn't screw in the heads. So it's like, oh my gosh. My most successful technique for putting in eyelets is to take them in the other room on the cement and whack them with a hammer. I was hoping for something a little more dignified, but no, we're still going to be just whacking with a hammer. My crocodile just doesn't work to do that, and I'm very sure it's user error, but it drives me crazy, and so I'm done trying. Okay. That was a little big, but that's okay. Better too big than too small, right? Okay. Nice. All right. So I'm going to use my Clint handle. Get a little vintage photo around the edges of this. And I think this is going to be, it's not super thick. It's not as thick as chipboard, really, but I think it'll be handy for a little writing board. And nice and smooth, so okay, what I'm thinking too is I had a question about lines, and once again I use corrugated cardboard. This is a piece of corrugated cardboard. It was a bigger piece, and I'm pretty sure Hobby Lobby has them. And look at that's just the right size. So let's go ahead. I really like doing the sepia on this, so let's do that. And I just run it along, nothing. And then what's nice is you can line it up with the lines. And just press. Nice. Isn't that great? Yeah, so, I mean, you could go ahead and cut one that was, you know, cut one that was 11 by 8.5 and put lines on your blank pages if you wanted, whatever. But there's our writing board. Yay, we have a writing board for our orchardist journal. I'm going to set that up on the journal. And then this one, I was thinking would be fun to make a little pocket at the bottom and kind of make it a more usable size, right? Use my bone folder. This one is from my bookbinding kit. That's on my favorite things too. And this is a great bone folder. I love it. Okay, so I think I kind of want to make this into a tag shape. So let's do that. I'm gonna have to remember all the things we did in this video to put, when I put it on YouTube. It's gonna be like, gosh, we did a whole bunch of stuff. What did we do? That could be nice up there, right? Like that. Just use my tear ruler and get rid of that edge. Oh, this is that really good paper. Never mind. I'll do it this way. Thick paper. It's harder to do the edge with that. Okay, let me see. How far down do we need to go? Maybe about there. Now I can use it. Okay. And then we also need to pull off part of the side. I don't know how easy this is going to be either, but we'll give it a whirl. If I hold down really good, I should be okay. Yep. Ooh, that's a fun piece. Okay, so I think I'll put that up there. I want it to be over so we get the mushroom effect. Yeah, that's awesome. Be fun. And then we'll put something down below. Ooh, maybe that. Her papers just make it so easy to collage because they're already collaged. There and there. I'm just not going to worry about the hole, even though I think that's a cool hole that is on these. It'd be nice, but too hard to cut through it. So this is just fine. I can put a little tab or something on this if I wanted to, I suppose. So what if I just went like that? That would be fine. But I kind of want to do something else. Not that. I have lots of little bits. Lots of little bits. I kind of like how this goes with the mushrooms. Ooh, this could be nice too. Okay. We're just gonna start here and see where we get to. I think I might do a corner down there. This is just a copy paper, and it makes it super easy to tear with the tear ruler. It's just that heavy presentation paper and or matte photo paper that's a little tough to tear. That was good. That's all right. I don't think I want much more than that anyway. Let's just tear that. This is one of Amy's too. Okay. If we just do that there. That on that side. What about this possibly on this side? I need to put my sepia ink lid back on. It'll be drying out. Can't have that. I wonder if I'm like at 2 hours 30 minutes at this point. Oh, this is walnut stain, but that's okay. So those go there just fine. Do we want along the top? Let's do some of that. All right. We'll do this one first. 51. I'm good. What am I worried about? A little bit of Tim Holtz showing through, but that's okay. It goes just fine with it. I think we'll call this page done. Oh my goodness, super cute. And I'm thinking of not collaging the back because I'm thinking it might be just adhered to a page, because we could slip something in the side. I'd like to do that. Let's see, what do we got? Vintage photo, don't we? Yeah, I think that's what we'll do with this one, is just adhere it to the page. And we might have time to figure that out because we're doing so good on time. That's the other thing, when we do a whole bunch of different things, I feel like, oh my gosh, we got so much done in this video. Okay, so now I want to glue that little pocket, and I am going to use just some of this. Like so. That. And hold on to it for a second so that it adheres well. Oh, perhaps a little something on top of that right there would be nice. Ooh, I have this chenille left over from my chenille cover. Yeah, I think that would be fun. I think I might need to sew around this. I just glued that though, so I'm not going to do it right now. Doesn't necessarily need sewing, does it? Let's just Tim Holtz Tiny Attach. How about that? Keep going with the Tim Holtz theme. Yep, that works. Okay, and then what we can do is this little stamp, which is Ruby Rocket Bolt stamp, and should be getting up on my website one of these days. My son is back from a little trip, and so hopefully he can do that soon. I'm just going to use this brown. Let's put this under it, and we're gonna pretend so. Got this little acrylic block. Be good to make it straight. Okay. Yep, perfect. Isn't that great? Looks just like we sewed it. Sounds like it might be raining outside. Of course, because I want a dry paper. I don't mind. I mean, I'm happy if it rains. I just don't want do not want the thunder and lightning. I mean, thunder I don't care either, but lightning, not good. Not good this time of year. Okay, and then let's go down across the bottom. I think I might want to go across the top of the pocket too. Why not? That's one thing you can do with a stamp that you can't do with the sewing machine, is once the pocket is adhered, you can't really do anything about that. Okay. Awesome. Oops. Okay, cool. I'll check and see if we have time to look for a spot for that in the book. I've got a couple minutes. I bet you we could. All right. This over there. This up here. Okay. Well, the writing board is going to live in the back. We know that, right? So that's going to live right back there. And this, where would we like to put this little bit? Do we have any white paper left in the whole book after doing our what to do with white paper? None there, none there. Oh, I have to still sew those. Maybe I'll do that this afternoon. No, have to attach that. A lot of journaling in here, even though, ooh, there's a spot. There's a spot. We can put that, can do a little distressing behind, and then we'll just glue that on, and we can have a index card go in. Yep, that's where that's going to go. Okay, well, I think we can call it a video, and I'll go get this uploaded. So thanks everybody so much for crafting with me, and we will just see you next time. Bye bye.